Hello again, YouTube, and once again we have no flags for this one. I was just finishing up a Twitch stream, and by the time I finally remembered to come back to ACR and check on the progress of this tournament, there were 7 players left. Meaning I could not get every member of the final table's country, and I could have, gotten who's left, but then that would pretty much spoil who went out first, right? If there's only 7 flags on the table, it would have been a pretty obvious spoiler. Now that I look at it, uh, I don't think you would need flags to understand who's probably going to get knocked out first. You can pay but having under 1,000,000 chips. Everybody else having at least 6. However, if you saw the last one that I covered, you know that being down to ridiculously short stacks does not necessarily guarantee failure. Let's just see how the robots feel about this guy. Alright, first of all, shoutouts to the nearly men, as it were. The also-rans. We have a $55 buy-in, 1,640 entrants. Sparky nuts, oh my gosh. I had a cat named Sparky for 14 years. That makes me uncomfortable. 1,640 people, $55 buy-in. The guarantee was 60,000. We went way past that with 82,000. You see the payouts right there. I don't really need to go into much. This is not a bounty tournament. This is just straight hold'em. Here we go. I'm recording this significantly earlier than my last one. However, I am still going to use this 2x button liberally. Especially when I see a bunch of terrible hands like that. Yeah, you can pay, but is now counting his stack in antes. Which is a level of desperation I don't wish on my worst enemy, if I had one. He's got 31 antes left. Ooh! Bull Seal sees through that one. Dr. Poker does not want to play for an extra 3x. Oh, let's take a break. Congratulations, you can pay, but you made it to the break. Let's not take a break. King 7. If it folds to him, he honestly might as well shove that hand. Nope. I mean, I don't want to break this to you, but your odds of finishing any place besides 8th are just about nil if you're going to fold hands like that. Because, honestly, King 7, you're not going to get many better opportunities than that. You barely have any chips left. Couple of nice hands for Bull Seals. Nobody else has anything, though. Aces for Fish Iris. This should be a quick 3-bet and take it, though. Unless she wants to get creative. Nope, 3-bet. Pretty standard size 3-bet. Doesn't want to give anything away. See? You've been dealt worse hands than King 7 3 times in a row, and now you got a big blind coming up. I'm smarter than I look. Now he's got a suited King 4, which I guess is about in the same vein as King 7 off. You have no choice. Now he recognizes it. And 1 club, but 3 overcards, so good chance for a chop as well. That's a helpful one. 5 of clubs. Let's see, King, Queen, 9, 10. Okay, yeah. So, any card 9 or above chops it. Anything 8 or below chops it, or anything 8 or below gives Zekapa God 1 in Ho. Wow, that's a long name. I'm just going to call him Zekapa. It gives Zekapa the win, unless it's a 4. Actually, 5 chops it as well. 4 wins it for You Can Pay. And of course, the club wins it for You Can Pay. That's a chop. Couple of 7s. 9-8 suited. King, Queen. You folded the... You know what? That's fine. It's ICM stuff. You Can Pay still in it and still with virtually no chips. I get it. Zakapa taking the high road here with the King Queen. By the way, any kids watching, don't try acid. That's bad advice. Fish Iris getting probably what you wanted. Just a call, though. I like that. I don't want to go crazy with Ace King, especially against somebody who's got just as many chips as you. They're both actually pretty deep. They still have about 49 big blinds behind. Pre-flop 3 better does my favorite move, the quarter pot C-bet. I really question the effectiveness of a C-bet when you bet that small. To be fair, it was a 3-bet pot, so the 1 million is still a chunk. I'll give them that. But if you want that bet to be effective... Oh, the board double paired. So they actually ended up with the same amount of showdown value and they chop it. If you want that bet to be effective, should you not size up a bit more, like 1.7 million? Dr. Poker with another iffy hand with You Can Pay being so unbelievably short. But he's going to go for it this time, and that should work. I don't think there's any way Triacid calls with Ace-4 offsuit. Especially in a non-PKO. I don't know what Bull Seals was doing with his 8-4. Okay, well, let's... And because it's not a PKO, the differences between the pay positions are indeed the only pay jumps that are going on here. Similar situation for Dr. Poker, just a call this time. And a suited ace goes in the muck. He was out of position, so just didn't want to deal with that, and you know what? Fair play. That's about a third pot. That's more respectable. Zakapa picks up a gut shot. Dr. Poker with top pair, top kicker. Does not want to go anywhere. Probably wouldn't mind Zakapa slowing down. It is only one pair, after all. About half pot now. And Dr. Poker knows that he's probably going to be asked the question for all his chips on the river. That 4 isn't really a card to fold to. The question is, does he think he can withstand the pressure on the river? Not the best river card. Like, maybe 7 of spades would have been better, but that's fine. Okay, well, now Zakapa gives up, so Dr. Poker can just check back now if he wants to. I would. It's already 7.3 million out there. If you bet, I don't know what's calling you that's worse than your hand. Yeah. I like to check back. Oh, especially because the board paired and there's a king on the board. I just realized that. Because of the board pairing with the king on the board, the kicker is completely a moot point. You can pay says no to Jack 8 with under 2 big blinds. Dude, you cannot have that much faith in these guys trying to blow each other up and getting a cooler to happen. I'm always a little bit sick when I see someone who's clearly not trying to win. He just wants to move it to seventh place. But none of these guys would be able to get this far. Again, field of 1,640 without good observational skills. Oh, shoot. Chili. Getting a great card on the turn there. Nosleda. The strength of her hand is compromised. There's no avatar, but that sounds like a feminine name. I'll just go with her. And nice fold. Very nice fold. I don't know if that was based on a read or just didn't want to deal with it. Now there's an ace on the board. Finally, he's got an ace and thinks that's finally good enough. And it looks like he's going to survive via chop again. Try acid has... Oh, the Jack 6 suited plays from the small blind. Try acid should just call here. It's not a PKO. Okay. Congratulations, you just gave this guy extra money because of Fish Iris. Fish Iris would have knocked him out. But you can pay. Survives on chop yet again. And now he's got almost 3 big blinds. These guys just cannot wait for him to finally kick the bucket so the real game can start. It's kind of a brutal way of thinking about things. Dr. Poker's is going to be committed to this hand, though. Top 2. Try acid with pocket 9s, but that's one of the better... nice fold facing a tiny bet. That is one of the better things that can happen to you with pocket 9s. Just get dealt a horrible flop immediately so you can fold. If pocket 9s give you any hope, they will yank it away from you. Zakapa might as well just go for the jugular. You can pay with 2-3 off suit. Honestly, I don't know what I'd do here. Might just have to call it off and say, well, I hope I'm live. And he would be. I'm honestly okay with that tank. That's just such an ugly spot to be in. Here's another ugly spot to be in. Again, if you had gone with the King 7 earlier, either you get knocked out in 8th, which everybody's expecting you to do anyway, or you could have doubled up and you wouldn't be in quite this desperate of a position right now. Now you have 1 big blind. 1! This is not sustainable. This is not how you win. Just stick it in, dude. Oh my god! Is this pissing anybody else off? Should I be mad, or am I overreacting? I don't blame him for folding the ace-9 there. Doesn't play very well post-flop. And this guy just refuses to grow something and actually stick those chips in. You got a suited queen! Go! Thank you. Wow. He actually got the queen, too. It's almost like he could have done that a long, long time ago. All right, Fish Iris and Triacid both have gut shots to each other's card. So, of course, Fish Iris with Pocket Nines is losing. I was half expecting the river to be a 9 because Pocket Nines always find a way to break your heart. But they do a good job just kind of sitting on the sidelines. Any ordinary hand, and they'd be in a bit of a pre-flop raising war, but they just want to get rid of this guy, but they can't. The thing is, I don't even know if the robots have decreed him the winner or not. If the robots have decreed him any kind of winner, he's not taking them up on the offer. Suited ace, that has to go in. Somebody just knock this guy out already. Chili, please do it. Jack. Oh, that's good. Just no queen. No queen. Good. Okay. Yay! The game can actually start now. Cowardly play plus almost all in for no freaking reason. Ticked all the boxes for me as far as somebody knock him out already. Again, he's probably a very nice guy in real life. He's probably a great person. But as a commentator, I could not stand him any longer. That's okay, Zakapa. You're kind of starting to move on my list as well. I don't know what that raise was supposed to be. Well, Triath, just can't help that the connection is busted. Bull Seals with a potential reshove spot. Oh, he already raised under the gun. So this is a 3-bet. Nice laydown. Bull Seals has shown some really good instincts. Fish Iris leads the way. Bull Seals is the short stack, but he's obviously got far more fighting power than you can pay ever had. Dr. Poker. Don't do it. Oh, those pocket nines are going to find a way to lose, trust me. Poorly timed shove this time from Bull Seals. His instincts are very good usually, but instincts can be turned upside down when you're blind versus blind. I'm really bad at that too, so you have my condolences, except you're up against pocket nines. You'll find a way to win this one. 2-5. 2. Oh, pocket nines actually won. Oh well, Bull Seals, congratulations. 7th place for you. $2,246, and what a relief it must be for Dr. Poker. By no means was he in a comfortable spot. Prior to this point, he was folding a lot of otherwise playable hands for ICM, and he gets the first knockout afterwards. Gotta feel like a free roll from here on in for him. Zakapa gets that one. Queen Jack folds under the gun 6-handed. No Slieta, we haven't heard much from her at all. There's a suited ace now. Thought the all-in might be coming. I don't think that's a bad play at all. Even though it's a little bit big in a vacuum to move all in with 17 big blinds. It is a suited ace. It's not really one you want to see too many flops with. If you get called, you have a fighting chance. But the simplest move there is probably the best one. Everybody's going to know that you're not going to have aces or kings, but on the other hand, they're probably not going to want to risk that much anyway. Shelly, wow, it says no to a min raise with ace-6. Iris is going to feel a little cheated there. But that's a nice fold. Zakapa, 8 ace offsuit. 3 bets. He said no to a similar hand just a few minutes ago. Shelly with pocket 10s. Tough spot now, already 3-bet. Probably pump it or dump it for Shelly. And he says pump it. That should win him the hand. Very nice pickup. Noslieda does not have to shove here, can just call and see a flop. Can just call and see a flop and not waste your time bank pointlessly. Now you've got the pair. And that check tells me she's going for the check shove. If they will allow her. And this is why donk betting is one of my favorite strategies. Okay, there you go. Now's your chance to shove. There's draws out there. You've got a good flop. You're pretty alone on the chip counts, so this is a good chance to chip up right here, right now by shoving. Fantastic. And Chelly has nowhere to go. Walk. Pocket 4s going to the mug. He's got 4-4 in his name and he doesn't like pocket 4s. I feel like when the chip stacks are close like this, you should be a little bit looser. Not crazy loose or anything, but like you want to be able to tip the scales one way or the other. Chili, top pair. Fish, Irish, straight flush draw. And she goes with a third pot. That's fine by me. Chili is definitely not going anywhere. Could be a call, could be a raise. If it is a raise, I doubt Fish Iris is going anywhere either. There is the raise. Same play we just saw from Noslieda, but Fish Iris, how do you fold a straight flush draw? She does not. She's going for the all-in. Shaylee with 7.7 million left does decide to call, and a 5 on the turn gives Fish Iris the wheel. Not made of steel, but that was the right color. Shaylee drawing dead. No overkill for Fish Iris, but Shaylee had some pretty good instincts, I'd say, from this final table. Made that good all-in with the 10s. Made some good folds when he was behind. Technically got that one in good, but it was awfully close. $3,077 for you. Everybody else guaranteed 5th place. Ah, yes, the dead small blind. And, okay, so Kappa says no to 10-9. In what's effectively blind v blind. The Kappa's a strange guy. That no to Queen Jack 6-handed says no to 10-9 5-handed. 3 bets with ace-8. And now says no to ace-3 5-handed. I'll give him that. It's tough to figure him out. I'm looking at his cards, and I have no idea how he plays. That counts for something. No Slieta with enough, I'd say, to pop in a call here. Oh, bad flop for No Slieta. Dr. Poker all over that. Well, at least partially over it, and that's all he needs. Another 1.1, 1.2 million. Okay. Instead of just winning the pot right here, he's going to check it. Wimpy Wimp McWimp bet. $1.2 million is what I would have gone with on the flop. But hey, why am I arguing with Dr. Poker? He's doing a great job so far. Like, too many people are following the meta, whatever it is. The meta changes every year, but too many people follow it, whatever it is. What's going on here? Come on, game. Game. Really? BS. Ooh, 6-3 makes a raise. But yeah, the meta now is min raise or maybe like 1.2 or like 2.2x pre-flop, and then quarter pot flop, half pot turn, 80% pot river every time. That's stupid. There shouldn't be that many people playing poker exactly the same way. Nice 3-bet there with the king queen. Fish Iris with Jack 4 will be folding. I've seen king queen be played probably more weird on America's Card Room than any other hand. The digital carpeting actually kind of reminds me of the tile set on my house in San Diego when I was a kid before we changed it to something far more neutral. The Kappa picks up a 4, bets, wins. Zakapa with... Goodness me! Didn't even want to call with King Jack? You're on the button, it's 5-handed, you'll be in position, you're facing a min raise, and you still don't want to play King Jack? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I've defended him in the sense that he's trying to balance his range, but you're just throwing away good hands for the sake of throwing them away? You just don't want to play them for some reason? Ooh. Meanwhile, he raises here with nothing and picks it up. I'd love to talk with him to actually understand what he's actually trying to do here, because I am honestly just lost. Triacid with suited ace, facing 3.5x. Great flop for ace 4 hearts. Small c-bet, not going to work. Although, big c-bet wouldn't have worked either. King of diamonds, not what anybody wanted to see. Fish Iris obviously has the big stack, and with 7 high, can't win the hand without betting. See, look, quarter pot, and then half pot. Triacid, still with the nut flush draw. And still wants to chase it. And 2 pair, at least Triacid's not playing the board. And a check. Fish Iris can't pull the trigger on the river. And the ace high actually holds for Triacid up to 20.7 million. Fish Iris loses most of her chip lead. Zacapa with a terrible hand. I was half expecting him to 3-bet all in. Nothing going on here. Who's going to bet first? Zacapa goes full pot. It's a very tiny pot, so that's fine. Dr. Poker says, never mind. I wasn't even interested in that pot anyway. Ooh, here we go. Ace King, Ace 10. Zacapa will probably fold that. Blinds keep going up and up and up. Oh yeah, I didn't check what the blind schedule was. It's too late now. Well, oh wow, that pot was just over with almost immediately. Triacid just has a nose for Ace King, I guess. That was impressive. Well, according to the tournament lobby, there was 15-minute blinds, but the question is, what did they change to after late reg? I guess I probably should have been more observant. It could be 12, it could be 10. Fish Iris. What the? Wait, what the? What just happened? Did Nosilieta misread her hand? Did you think that she had a flush draw? Iris makes a continuation bet. Nosilieta almost snap shoves. Fish Iris snap calls with, a hand. Nosilieta has ace high and no draw. I think she might have misread her hand. I really do. Which is hard to do on the internet. But she managed to do it somehow. There's just no logic behind that all-in whatsoever. She had ace high and no draw. And was already mostly pot committed if she made that raise. Fish Iris actually has a hand. And is pot committed. She will call you. You have ace high and no draw. Oh my god. I'm out of here. What a miss. Oh, goody. Quarter pot on the flop. Love it. Why am I so freaking salty this morning? Gee whiz. Fish Iris deserves those aces more than anybody else right now. Seriously, if Nosilieta really had misread her hand, okay, fair enough. That happens. Very rarely on the internet when you're constantly looking at your cards. But it happens. You know, this was going on. Maybe she was just really fatigued. Okay, and she thought that that club was a spade. I get it. If that wasn't a misread of her hands, that was the worst play I have ever seen in my life. 1,640 players made it down to the final 5, and promptly makes one of like the most stupid poker play that could possibly ever happen, and won the hand anyway. That was beyond disgusting. I don't even want to watch the rest of this final table. I really don't. But I will, because I love you guys. No Slieta with a higher pair, obviously. Could go for a thin value bet. Should get a thin value call by Iris. Maybe she finds full. Every draw got there, after all. But she knows No Slieta likes ace high. And technically has ace high, just happens to have the better kicker. Or the kicker being a pair. Uh-oh. Aces for Dr. Poker. Fish Iris. Now in trouble. And gets away from King 10 somehow. I don't know how. Like, objectively, I would say that's a mistake. But she literally dodged bullets there. Maybe she's just grown a huge distrust of robots after what happened with No Slieta. You know what? Maybe No Slieta just saved her life. She now knows that robots are not to be trusted. Maybe she never plays an online poker tournament again. No Slieta folds pocket threes. She just prefers ace high and no draw. Again, if indeed she just misread her hand, I'm sorry. Ooh, Dr. Poker's all over that one. I just remembered. Montgomery Scott made almost that exact play in the 08 main event with 21 people left. I like him. His real name is Scott Montgomery, but I'm calling him Montgomery Scott. Not that I'm that big of a Trekkie, but at least I watched the reboot movies and loved him as a character. It's like a perfect name for the memes. I'm falling into the Gen Z trap of just saying for the memes without even knowing what the heck I'm saying. Well, this time Fish Iris has the higher pair, but No Slieta can easily be forgiven for trying to value bet. It's a small one. In fact, it's the minimum one. Fish Iris should have... Oh, come on, Fish Iris! It was 600,000. How do you fold second pair to a min bet? You're beating 3 pairs. Going for thin value. The way that hand played out, oh my goodness, Fish Iris is imploding. No Slieta with an actual hand this time. Iris has to fold after committing 3.9 million. say imploding, but I guess 3-betting there with ace-9 isn't the worst play ever. It's actually fairly standard. Just had unlucky timing. And now the misreader of suits is the chip leader. Now, when Montgomery Scott did it, he claimed that he had ace-4, and he claimed that he thought he had 2 aces. So he also misread his hand when he did it. Ace-4 looking like ace-ace. Understandable. And I have seen WSOP players, even at final tables, misread their suits. And of course, Phil Ivey infamously did that on day 8 of the main event once as well. It happens. It really does. However, again, this is online poker. It's kind of hard to misread your hand when you are constantly looking at it. That's a huge all-in. That is a massive, massive, enormous all-in. I know it's a 3-bet, but, like, yo. Chill. If these guys happen to wake up with queens or kings, you're in horrible shape. Just make it like 4.1 million. That'll get the point across just as well. Maybe she was just doing that because Zaccapa's much shorter. And just felt like, you know what the heck, I'll just go all the way. And obviously, 3-betting was the correct play there, for sure. Leda with pretty nice hand. Not anymore. Dry Acid with top pair. Medium kicker. But certainly worthy of a bet. Please make it more than a min bet. Please don't waste your time bank on this. I said please! Everybody plays poker the same way. It just makes it so much less fun to watch, honestly. Really haven't heard a lot from Zacapa at all lately. I'm okay with that fold of Queen 10. Yeah, it's 5-handed, but he is at the point now where he's got to look for a spot to go all in, and he can find a better spot than that. Easy fold there. Uh-oh. Ace, ace, king, queen, king, queen. Fish Iris has to be at least tempted to shove. Yeah, she does shove. I probably would too. Triacid with probably an easy fold. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. No Salieta with a bit of a decision, but yeah, I like the fold there. You can say technically it was wrong, but I like the fold there. King Queen suited was about the only hand she was beating. Zacapa just being dealt terrible cards in his big blind. Can't really just see a flop. It's not that simple anymore. Dr. Poker gets pocket tens. Says all in for about 21, 22 big blinds. Reasonable 3-bet all in. Zacapa, don't do this to me. I'm warning you. Enough of this almost all-in stalling for no reason. Should be a call here. It's 700,000. Come on, move it along. Wasted another 2 seconds off your time bank. The last final table was really good. They didn't waste their time bank at all. They saved it for actual decisions. Okay, I'll give you credit there for the snap fold. Mostly with, you know, simple takedown. Not much more I can really ask for. She did take 2 seconds off of Triacid's time bank. I think I like the shove there with Queen 6 suited against the effective 5.5 million. If he calls, chances are Queen 6 is going to have live cards anyway. Oh, Dr. Poker is in good position here. And does make the call, and that flop is nothing for both players. That turn card's something. Zacapa now with a 10-9 or spade can stick around here. No good. Zacapa made a lot of noise early and then kind of disappeared in the background. End result, 5th place. Probably fitting. Dr. Poker, we have to wait 4,200 and change up to 5,774 now. Dr. Poker, remember, was kind of hamstrung during that endless short stack period to kick this final table off, but then got the knockout of 7th place, now the knockout of 5th place. He is probably the happiest person at this final table right now. I imagine Iris is the saddest of the ones who are still in it anyway. It's seriously, WTH was that Nosalieta hand. Triacid. Please bet more than the minimum. I mean, he did, technically, but not by much. Ooh. Really, Iris? They always leave themselves with nice round numbers. So you know, okay, they're flipping. So, oh, revenge for Iris. Oh, that's beautiful to see. Okay, now she might be the happiest one at this final table. She deserved that, let's be real. She 100% deserved that. Well, that's how you know that it's not just happenstance of, like, moving the slider up almost to the end and then clicking raise. Because then you'd still be left with a mishmash of numbers in your own stack. But that was a premeditated bet all but 3.5 million. Which is kind of impressive because she got that bet off really quickly. I don't know how she managed to type all those numbers and then press raise so fast. I give her credit for that. The robots actually dealt out justice for once. Kudos, robots. This is probably my least professional commentary job yet, and that's saying something. Oh, it's starting to rain. Oh well. I'm still gonna go out for lunch after this. I just won't walk there. Ooh. 1 week ace raises. Well, 1 medium ace raises, and a weak ace 3-bets. Dr. Poker. Starting to feel it a bit. Needs to make some noise four-handed, obviously. Maybe that's why his name has a 4-4 at the end of it. He loves four-handed play. Ace 10, tiny bet. Oh wow, the king high called because that bet wasn't nearly big enough. Although, honestly, even with that tiny bet, I still would have folded there. I don't know what she's doing with king high and no draw. I hope not the same thing she was doing with ace high and no draw. Except, actually, if she wants to punt it all off, he will fold. Maybe she's getting creative here. Maybe that's what she was looking for. If I call the tiny bet and he checks the turn, I'm free to then bet the turn. Complicated play there from Nosrieta. And she doesn't bet that much either. But it's a little bit more. And it looks value-y. And it works. Okay, you know what? Credit. Credit where it's due. It's a battle of nothing, and she was the most creative. Draws for everybody. Fish Iris needs a 4. Triacid needs a club, obviously. Am I disconnecting or not? No, he just calls. And there is another club. Iris is probably already done with this hand in her mind. Tiny bet. She does have a club, but let's be real. Oh, she's not done, and there is another club. Triacid, probably not. Well, he can't be too upset with that. It is the king of clubs, meaning he's got the second nut flush. He may still check it back. It wouldn't be the most cowardly thing ever. There's already 10.1 million out there. But he should at least try and get a little more value out of it. Yeah, he's going to go for 6.3 million. Fish Iris with the absolute bottom end of the flush, but it is still a flush. And makes the hero call. And just like that, Triacid has come from near obscurity to 30 million and leads the other three significantly. Great bet there on the river. Yeah, I was not suggesting to him that he should check back. I'm just saying, like, it was feasible. But yeah, he obviously did the right thing. Ooh, nice 3-bet by Noslieta. No one's got anything here. But Noslieta has more heart. Again. Kongs. And she limps in. That's a good play. I think every time I've seen somebody try and limp in, they've been raised. And it works again. Smart move by Fish Iris. And just calls again. That probably would have been the part where I would just say, thanks for your 2 million. I'll take the spot now. Okay, now maybe the check raise all in. I don't want to slow play kings too much. That's just a regular check raise, but it should still work. He's got king high or queen high. Well played. Well played. Smallish 3-bet, but it works. The thing is, even a smallish 3-bet with this being 4-handed and the blinds getting larger and larger, it's still pretty effective. Uh-oh, Noslieda likes that 10-8 and up against kings again. I wonder if Triassic will just call here. Maybe that would tip her off a little too much. Maybe... Nah, I think it's a good thing to raise there again because there's already 5.6 million plus Dr. Poker's small blind. You're already picking up 6 million from this, so he might as well just cash in. And now the blinds are even higher. Good all in there. Don't think you'll call with 3-queen offsuit. Best possible outcome for pocket nines. Everybody else folds. There's a 9. Dr. Poker likes it. Noslieda thought about maybe getting creative there. Dr. Poker would have liked to see it. And she now has an 8. So she may become a calling station the rest of the hand. 1.9 million. I didn't see how you would fold after picking that up. And top 2 now for Dr. Poker. How about 2.9 million? How about waste your time bank? 4 million? She might be able to fold now. Nope. Pretty resolute about it, too. Thought that Dr. Poker was full of air and paid off that big bet. So, Dr. Poker, congratulations. You showed me what bet sizes to make. Very nicely done. Open shove for 27 million with ace 2. No. Just no. Saw that coming. It's not blackjack, so that's a fold. Open shoving with ace 9 offsuit. No. And again, he was just so adorable and made it 20 million instead of his whole stack. Like there's any... Oh, I hate everything. Stop. That would have been an okay thing to open shove for. You don't have that many chips left. Why are they having so much fun doing this to me? When I played, past tense, nobody did that. For some reason, they only saved that stupid, pointless behavior for the final table. Nice work from the king high. Dr. Poker had a piece of it, but not a big enough piece. Totally understandable fold. Uh-oh. This could be Iris's swan song. Just to re-raise to 4 million. Nosalieta might get in on this. If she does, then she'll probably save Iris's life. They both fold! Wow. I guess Triacid made it a little bit too obvious what he was doing with that tiny raise. Credit to Nosalieta and Iris for getting that read correct. Dr. Poker left with pocket tens, and this is why you don't open shove like that. Okay. Well. Congratulations to Dr. Poker 44 for finishing, fittingly enough, in 4th place. Got it in good. $5,774 off of a $55 buy-in. That is over a 100x return on investment. Congratulations. Triacid and the 2 presumptive ladies. Ugly flop. Ugly cards. Oh, no Slieta got a piece of that one. Should be quick. I mean, min bet there is obviously okay, because it was a limped pot. Uh-oh. Here comes an all-in. Triacid is all over that one. Iris is probably, if this were a real tournament, she'd already be up from her chair and shaking the other 2 people's hands already. No miracle. Iris takes 3rd. Great performance from her. Showed excellent instinct throughout the final table. And now it's left to Nosalieta to try and pull a miracle against Triacid. Got a 7. Triacid with a straight draw. Surprised he didn't just shove there. Nosalieta seems to be in a check call mood with 10 big blinds. Funny how heads up works. And Triacid hits the straight because why not? Bet pot, maybe? Nope, minimum. Nice fold, though. Oh, the blinds are higher. That's massively convenient. Whatever you do, don't limp. Oh, she's lucky that she's up against 8-3. And now she's not so lucky she's up against 8-3. Okay, I've been whiny, but to be perfectly fair to these guys, they have not wasted a lot of time. It's not quite as good as the last table was in that regard, but they haven't wasted a ton of time. They still have most of their time bank intact. The tanks weren't super egregious. It's like an inevitability now. Ace-9 versus King-6. That might be good enough. Yep, going for it. And there's a king. Nosalieta just needs an ace, and that's it. Nope. Okay, Triacid takes it. Triacid takes it. Always kind of fun to look back at how many chips they started with. 50,000 has become 82 million. Congratulations to this final table. They certainly do a lot more than I ever do. And relative lack of rebuys. That is nice to see. Only a grand total of 3 rebuys out of the whole final table. So congratulations to all of them indeed. Triacid turning $55 into $14,873. I will see you next time. I'm going to go get some food again. But luckily, I'm not quite as hungry. I just got to do a little bit of rain. Bye.